You guys.
Good morning.
Hello. Welcome back to the Be So For Real podcast. We have that on lockdown. I also got way too close to you.
No, you're
I don't know why I was like sinking in towards you. But hi guys, we're back. I just showered. I literally washed my hair before because it looked a little crazy. But now I fear it's longer.
It looked all fuzzy and shit. So I was like, so we're just like not cleaning ourselves up on the podcast anymore?
Okay. No, well, first of all, Oscar told me he was going to come here at 4. It's like 5:30, which is fine. But I told him to text
like
me.
7:30.
Is it?
That's
no,
great.
I don't even know what time it is, literally. I told Oscar to text me when he was 10 minutes away from my house because I knew I was going to the gym. My phone has no storage. I do not get text messages. And he called me at my apartment through the little buzzer when I was on the treadmill, like dead ass. So I came here rushing late. I came here looking a little crazy, but we're back from the gym. How are you, Oscar?
Honestly, amazing. Life has been so like spontaneous and crazy.
Why are you so happy and in love?
I don't know. Honestly,
what's glowing about you?
Just being in love is just.
Being in love?
Yeah.
You're in love already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Oscar's such a lover. Okay, so tell the audience. Well, you don't have to say everything, but what's going on with that?
Well, I've been taken. I'm officially taken now. So
Yes.
like officially.
Mm-hmm. Taking it on the top.
Yeah, and I feel like
Taken
this is
it.
like very serious because like before with every guy that I used to talk to, I would still want the need to go to WeHo. So that's what.
Yeah, that's how you know. No, but I can tell you're being very serious with.
Yeah.
The guy. Oh my gosh, I was about to say his name.
No, yeah, like I honestly just like I feel so like he's so cute and adorable. So I'm just like,
no, I love that.
There's no need for me to go out anymore. Like I really don't like going out.
Wait, I believe it, but it's just so funny. Like, what are we talking about? We literally on this podcast, we're like, oh my gosh, guys, we're sober formed from WeHo, and then the next weekend we're like, you guys, we blacked out. Like, let's be so real. No, but you feel no need at all?
No, I mean I wouldn't mind going out just to have like with like obviously if it was like us or like just friends, but like I don't. Before I would be like, let's go to WeHo. Like
you'd say it a lot.
Like let's go.
Like let's go.
Like we'll be there.
Like a bleach and wait, we have to say that at least one time.
Smiley face emoji.
I feel like you haven't been asking me to go unless. Because Oscar does this thing. If there's one thing about Oscar, he loves to turn off his location on a Friday and Saturday night. Ew! When he says he's not going to WeHo.
I can't even turn it off anymore.
Why?
Well, because
you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, and I have it on. So like,
let's not say. Yeah, I know. I was gonna tell you why. You literally. I mean, it's funny. You have your location on right now, and you're like Twinham's house. I'm like, I got ops. People are gonna show up.
People don't never know who Twinham is.
Oh, because there's many Twinhams.
Yeah, there's so many Twinhams.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess I'm just another Twinham to you then.
Oh, what the hell?
Anyways, ever since you got a boyfriend. No, but bitch, I literally can't believe it because you're literally like, I always tell you, you're like iconic fuckboy narrative. Like you were on your shit.
I was.
I know what it's like. I've had that era, and now you're like settled down.
I am.
You're in your era.
No, truthfully, I am, and I honestly, it just brings so much light into like. Normalize being like single when you're single because low key.
What do you mean single when you're
like
single?
I feel like being single and you doing whatever you want and like making out with people is so hated on, and I'm just like no, like even with homeboy now, I literally told him I was like your past is your past, my past is my past.
No, yeah,
and we both agree on it.
That's a good way to go about it because literally it's a thing about like, would you rather be with somebody who's dated one person and then tells you they're in love with you and they want to get married with you, or somebody that's dated like 10 people and went through many ways and figured themselves out and then came to you and still knows that you're the best one that they want?
Exactly.
So I mean, us normalizing like dating a fuckboy. no, but I get it. I get what you're saying.
But it's also like you can't shame someone for doing single things while they're single. You know what I mean?
No, of course. I completely understand. Oh,
like you can't. I'm like,
oh shit. Okay.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah. No. I was gonna say,
when you live in the context.
You're just mad that you don't have a Chad. Gypsy, you guys were so brain rot. But that's crazy. We talked about this on the last episode. I met him, and he was just helping Oscar with everything, and like you can tell, like it's just like. The stages of love, like when you want it, like he's obviously like his love language is probably like acts of service, or like doing stuff for you.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I think it's so adorable. I think.
Yeah, I get that. That's really cute. Because guys, I literally thought he was cleaning. I thought he was a cleaner.
No, he literally
Oscar hired a cleaner.
He literally in front of him was like, "Is that your maid?" Or what is that?
That's not. No, because I got there and there was a man in the back like scrubbing the table, like sweating, and I'm like, Oscar, did you hire a cleaner? He's like, that's my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my gosh. Honestly though, that's like. As you should.
It's so funny because like this is like completely different from anyone like I've ever dated. So then, like when like they all walked in, they were like, "Wow, okay."
Yeah. No, I mean, I think he's cute. I think you guys are so cute together. Yeah. You're like not too much. No, I'm kidding, but like I think that's cute, and I think that it makes sense that you're like entering a more masculine era of your life because you. I mean, it's fine if anybody's flamboyant or if anybody's a little bit more feminine, but you've never been like overly feminine except for that one time on Halloween.
Dude, not even. I'm deleting that episode from our channel because that's was so traumatic. Like no one stopped me. Like everyone,
it was
everyone saw that outfit. It was like, yeah, let him go out like that. No one stopped me,
bitch.
You know, I literally looked like the Michelin Man. You know, the tire guy.
Bitch, I think we were all going through it at the time. It was
no one was helping us.
No, because I was wearing Snooki boots and like a furry hat and like it was a lot. But no, I think it was cute. I think it was definitely like for the moment. It was for Barbie. But that night was really dark. Do you remember how like it wasn't dark, but it was like so chaotic because WeHo was so packed. It was like a Wednesday night. People had school the next day. Like
people were like sweating. Yeah.
Sweating?
Yeah, they were like, it's so much sweat.
So much sweat. Yeah, and I feel like we didn't really party that night.
We didn't because
everything was packed, right?
Yeah, and then we originally were supposed to leave to go to another party. Remember?
To another party, and then we got ditched on the road by these influencers. No, I'm kidding, it's my friends.
He tried to make it shady. And and they dropped us off in the middle of the road.
Yeah, wow. Thank you, Jordan. No, I'm kidding. It's Jordy. I love we're joking. But no, I literally like that night was just too much. But you looked good. Barbie was in style. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Oscar was wearing a pink jumpsuit. It's the only thing that I could laugh about right now is how there was like a little strap on the side that could only go like as a bow in the front, and we didn't know what to do. I don't know what you ended up doing with it, but that was a funny moment.
God, that was so embarrassing. I literally looked like the Michelin Man if he was like wearing all pink.
If he got like dumped in pink powder.
No, literally.
Okay, anyways, so WeHo's a no. Pink suits are no. Okay, but you're in love, and I see that. We're literally in our in love era because I'm also in love. You guys know I've been dating Lewis for so long, but it's crazy that we started this podcast both single, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
I think so.
No, yeah. Oh my god.
You going
so oh my
Wait, I think
it's been so long, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we should probably end it soon, huh?
Yeah. Bye guys.
No, yeah, it's been like I don't know when we started. I don't have any concept of time. We met in March. Oh, wait. Right?
January, March.
We met last March.
Yeah, last March, because that was when Rolling Loud was.
We met last March. Did we start the podcast that soon?
It was definitely extremely soon. I remember.
That's crazy. We were only friends for a couple months.
And we decided to make a podcast.
And we lied to the internet. We're like, we've known each other our whole life. No, we didn't say that.
My grandpa.
Wait, I have to be like very clear about things recently because like I've been getting caught up in a lot, and I will talk about that if you know, you know. Remember the whole little drama online?
Oh, there's so
much on TikTok. Honestly, should we talk about it?
We should talk about everything. Honestly, this is gonna be a good podcast.
Yeah,
y'all. We have so much to talk about.
Guys, so basically, the other day I went on live and I was talking all this drama, all this stuff, but everything I was talking about was from multiple questions, right? So I was like, guys, comment down below questions. People were spamming questions, and obviously, guys, I understand. Like, as you start answering more juicy questions, more people are going to join. It gets more traction. I understand that. So if I'm starting with a question like, what's your favorite color? And then I'm answering, what's your favorite sex position? Like, obviously the views are going to fucking go up. So I'm just saying all these questions, yada, yada. And then a topic got brought up. What was it? Oh, they wanted to hear a story time about like a bad date or something. So I brought up the story time about how on Valentine's Day, I got stood up at a restaurant. I made a TikTok about it online. I don't really talk about it much more than that because it did involve somebody online and I just felt awkward, like always bringing it in. But on my live, I was talking about multiple different questions. So one question I was talking about was about the Valentine story. Another question I was talking about was like somebody who I've traveled a long time to hook up with. Or like somebody was like, oh, would you ever travel a long time to hook up with somebody? Yeah. And I was like, girl, no, don't do that. And I was like, oh, wait, one time somebody used to like yell at me because I wouldn't drive 40 minutes to go see them, yada, yada. I talked about that. I was bringing a lot of different names. I was being messy. And at one point for one of the stories I showed a picture of this guy online. I showed it like, I didn't show this guy, but I showed a meme. I showed a meme that I was watching, and then I had a story time about the guy. I covered his face. It wasn't the guy's. It was messy. It was stupid. Yeah. It was dumb. I was not aware that somebody was screen recording. I was just not aware at all. And literally, bitch, like 2 hours later, I go online, and there is a full-blown Pancho edit. Like literally, it's gone now.
Do you guys know who?
But like, it was like this whole like edit being like, oh, like, did you hear about Pablo? Did you hear about this guy? Basically, it was a montage. They combined 4 different stories from my live, made it into a 1-minute video, and then talked over the video saying that I said all these things that I didn't say. They said that I called this guy that I showed a power bottom, that he was the biggest power bottom of my life. I just never said that. And then they also said like at one point, like throughout the stories, I just sat down and I was like checking my iPad or something. Literally nothing to do with any stories. And they put in clips of that and they were like, Pablo was sitting down sad and depressed for a while because he didn't know what to do about. Like what? Like that just never happened. And then like they just kept going with it. They mixed a bunch of stories, and then they tagged somebody that it wasn't. And then I felt so bad. It was just so mortifying. I kind of let it go, but I had like a clue of who it was, because I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have a lot of active followers, and I'm so grateful. But I have a lot of troll followers, and like we have a funny thing going where like they troll me, and I'm like, haha, and it's like funny. Like one time, somebody literally, this is so fucking bad. It's not even funny. But one time when me and Drew, like my friend who like used to be my ex friend, because we got into beef. One time, like when I was on live, he was like, "Oh my gosh, Pablo, did you hear about what Drew said about you on live?" And I was like, "No, what happened?" And he was like, "Oh my gosh, I screen recorded Pablo. Like, don't get mad, don't get mad." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, send it, please, please." He's like, "Okay." 10 minutes later, sends me a video as I'm on live on DM. I watch it, and it's a video of Drew being like, "You guys, do you want to hear the cheese man? Do you want to hear the cheese man?" And then it cuts to a clip. Can I say this? It cuts to a clip of like Shawty Bay kissing a fucking like dildo. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this follower just trolled me, and I was like, oh my, I was mortified. I never wanted to see that in my life. Like, go off, like live your best, but like no, like hello.
Yeah.
So I was on live. I was about to show it by accident because I thought it was actually a video. I was like, guys, there's no way he's talking all this. Anyways, I had a feeling that it was this guy, just the nature of our relationship. So I was like, I wanted to reach out, but I didn't, and I didn't want to be too weird about it. And I was like, I don't know, I felt bad, and I was just like, this is kind of like affecting me, like mentally. Like, I hope this person can understand. Anyways, I don't say anything. Then I go on live, and I'm thinking to myself, if there's one thing about this follower, they're going to come on this live, and they are going to bring this up. Yeah. And this video has 0 likes, 0 views, 0 like, you know, no one's seen it. And I'm like, if there's one thing. So I'm on live doing my thing. Suddenly, this follower joins. It says, "Hey, did you see the video about you? I was going to tag you in it, but I couldn't find it." I don't respond. Another one. "Hey, did you see the video about you?" Don't respond. "Hey, did you see? Hello, did you see the video? Hello." I'm like, I literally said on live, stop. Like, stop. Yeah. We both know, just stop. Please. Please. It's affecting me, please. Yeah. And I just moved on. And I don't, yeah. So it's gone. But it was just a really crazy moment. And honestly, it makes me scared to talk to you online anymore. But no, I think the thing is like, if I have a podcast, if someone clips it and makes me like say something I didn't, I can at least be like, look at the podcast, bitch. Yeah. But then if I'm on live and there's no like public record of the back end of it, then I feel awkward and I feel enticed to like figure and fix the situation. Exactly. So that was drama. That was a whole thing. But yeah, that was like, I told you about that. And I was like, oh, bitch. Like, I was like nervous because I was like, I don't want to get involved in drama. Like, I feel like I've lived in a life for a while and like, I want to keep my peaceful era. You know what I mean? So that's my little tea to tell. And there was a lot. And yeah.
It was just funny because like, there was no views on it. And then like them saying like, oh, like, did you see? And I'm like, bitch, there was like no views.
Yeah. Like, let's be so for real. No, literally. And like, I understand the troll followers aspect. It can be funny sometimes, but if you do too much, guys, then you're not even a follower. You're just like a hater. Yeah. And like, it's just like, come on. Like
you're just expecting a reaction.
Yeah. Like, and I'm like, ugh, whatever. But anyways, what's your tea to talk? What's your little next thing you want to talk about?
Guys,
what?
It's about to get. You're gonna. I kind of told him a little bit.
I forgot about this.
I kind of told him a little bit about this, but I have some tea.
Oh my gosh, he literally called me the other day. He's like, Pablo, the podcast. I'm like, what? He's like, there's a lot. I was like, can you tell me? He's like, no, but it's bad. I'm like, bitch, I have crippling anxiety. Like, I need to know.
I love dropping the seed and just dipping. Oh,
me in therapy this morning. Oh yeah.
So I sometimes forget that people actually watch these things, or like people actually like. I mean, we're putting it out to the public, so in my head, I should just already assume that for some people, they actually do watch it.
Wait, guys, I'm gonna be so honest. I'm mentally ill, and this is my therapy, so don't judge. Like, I'm just talking.
No, but I always forget that like people could easily watch this. Like, it's not like hard to find. It's not hard to like access it.
I know.
Like, it's not like creepy. A Patreon where we were paying people to like, or like people are paying us to join.
We're doing this for free.
Exactly. Like, they're just like, you can join whenever.
Yeah.
And I forget that people can actually see these podcasts, and I forget that people know about the podcast.
Well, we don't even promote it that much, which we probably should, but like, I feel like we don't promote it too much because we also don't want to like annoy people with it to the vibe. So it's like, if you're watching it, I feel like you want to watch it. We're not even putting it in your face, you know?
Yeah, we're not like dragging it, like being like, oh my god, join,
like join, subscribe. Like we never talk about it.
Exactly. So there was a scenario that I was talking to my boyfriend about, and I told him how he like, I don't know how it got brought up, but we started talking about my ex, and I got a little heated, I got a little mad, but it was like just because like with this ex and off weird whatever, and it wasn't too much. He starts telling me that they used to hang out around like December. Like they went to this rave called Countdown at the end of the year. And I had asked my boyfriend, I was like, "Oh, did you kiss him?" And then he was like, quick to say, like, "Oh no."
Wait, so for the audience, you're saying that your boyfriend went with your ex-boyfriend to a festival?
Yeah,
Because they were dating?
they were just like situationships, like talking.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. So when I found that out, obviously I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah.
I mean, but I wasn't. And then I had asked him. I was like, "Oh, did you kiss him?" He was quick to say no. And then you can automatically hear when someone's lying.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Tell me the truth, or like I'm gonna get mad, even more mad." And he was like, "I did. It's just I can hear that you're mad, and I'm nervous to tell you these things." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And then he was like, "I have something else to tell you." And then he was like, when we were at Countdown, which is the rave, he started telling me, he was like, "Oh, like because I met my boyfriend at 340."
Which is a gay club.
A gay
in
club in
Pomona.
Pomona. So
Yeah.
it was like 2 years ago, literally when I started like going clubbing and everything. And there was there was multiple guys involved that night, and one of the guys was my ex. But at that time, I wasn't with him.
Yes.
So
This was the beginning of you and your ex?
no, that was like after my ex.
Okay.
So he was just there, and I was like, "Oh, what a coincidence that my ex is here," or whatever. And I count down that my ex tells my boyfriend, being like, "Oh, like Oscar," like they started talking. They brought me up, and they were like, "Oh, Oscar, the guy who has a podcast."
Yeah. Oh.
So I was like, interesting.
Okay.
So people actually listen to this.
Wait, so this was in December though, no?
Exactly, but I haven't talked to this man in so long.
Okay.
And then he told my boyfriend, saying like, "Oh yeah, like that night at 340, he was following us around. Like
when,
I was following them around
when you weren't doing that?
when I wouldn't ew like that's." But
Yeah.
this is where like it gets interesting as fuck, because I'm not a fucking fan.
Oh, I'm not I promise. I'm not.
No. So I was with I was with my cousin, and we were just chilling. We were literally vibing. I did make out with my boyfriend at 340, and that was literally most of it. And then he was with my ex, because I mean, he was just a guy. We were just clubbing. It was like at that point, I didn't. Reality is, I was just making out. I was making out with everybody. Let's be for real. And comes to find out that my ex was saying that I was following them around, and that I want to make out with all of them, and that I was just like weird, and then following them. But then I was like, what the fuck? But then you're saying that you know about my podcast, but you don't follow me.
Yeah.
Like you don't know anything about me. So I was like, out of curiosity, I went to go see his Instagram. Bitch, he has one of your necklaces on.
No way. No way.
So you can't call me a fucking fan when you're literally like, okay, but it's also like, it pisses me off because you're making me seem like like I followed them around. Like
yes.
There's no like.
Oh my gosh, wait, that's crazy.
He literally told my boyfriend, he was like, "Oh yeah, like Oscar, I don't know him that much." When we literally like talked for like.
Okay, so, but wait, sorry. So you guys were dating before he probably knew me though.
What happened?
Like,
no, me and my ex,
yeah,
like we dated like high school.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, if he bought a necklace, it was more recent, right?
Yeah. But then, obviously, he knows about our connection, because if he knows about the podcast,
yeah,
and then he knows about like your necklaces,
yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you're saying that he obviously knows who you are, and like he obviously is like the one who knows you more than like you would know him.
Yeah.
And then like he's telling your boyfriend that. Yeah, I get.
And this is what's gonna get even more messier.
Why? Why?
Because
me nervous.
So remember my December fling that I had?
Yeah.
So that guy, and my ex are now dating. And they've been dating for 5 months.
Wait, what fling? What fling?
No, the December guy that I cried over.
The one that was at WeHo?
The one that was at WeHo?
So that
guy was...
him?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so drama.
So he knew about us when he walked by, but like, you know.
Wait, okay. So there's nothing actually. So, okay, I'm just a little bit confused here. Are you mad at him?
I'm more so mad at the fact that he was like,
because I don't know. I'm like, wait, do we like him?
My ex or my boyfriend?
I don't know. I'm a little confused on like who are we pinpointing?
Well, I just hate like the fact that my ex said that I was following them around at 340 that night.
That's what it is. Okay, yes.
Because it's also like, you can't be just saying that like I was following you around when I was literally with Delai, like hanging out, having fun.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I feel like it's very easy to like say like about especially one of us, honestly, or just like anyone in general, like, oh, they were following me around when it was the opposite way around, because it makes it easier
Exactly.
conversation to have. It's nothing like hateful like towards you, but it's just like, don't act like don't do that, because I've gotten that before too, where it's like I don't know, like somebody that follows me on Instagram and they've DM'd me multiple times, and then I meet them in public and they're just like super rude to me.
Yeah.
And then I find them afterwards and they like had been following me for a while. It's like one of those things, and I
Yeah.
get that. But thank you for ordering a necklace. But don't talk about Oscar.
It's
Please.
also like, it's just very weird because it's also like obviously it's like a stainless steel. I'm like, so it's even more recent. You know what I mean?
What do you mean it's a stainless steel?
Like, it's a stainless steel necklace.
So it's more because
It's
I
more
released them more
recent.
recently. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So it just falls under like the whole like.
Wait, what did it say?
And it's also like, I think it said his name, like his Instagram handle.
Wait, can you tell me it? Because I think I can remember it.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't like zoom in.
Oh,
okay,
like, okay.
But I just thought it was interesting because you were telling that I was. But it's also like, why did my name get brought up?
Well, because that's the thing though. It's like, one, since we film a podcast where we just rant about literally anything, we're always going to be a target. Like, I've literally always noticed that, like, people are always going to target us as like, oh, they're this, or or they're the or they're like, no, like, if you listen to the podcast, and you would actually know that we talk about a lot of past drama or past like trauma, if anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More so rather than like, we would bring up names, like literally, like why wouldn't we just bring up the names of everyone at this point, like let loose. Yeah. But it's very easy for people to be like, oh, the one with the podcast, like automatically kind of denouncing us. And then it's like even easier to like have a conversation with somebody and be like, oh yeah, I met them and they were doing this and they were doing that, you know what I mean? So I think that, I don't think he was doing it like in a bad way, but I think that like it's really easy to target us as like those people to be like, oh yeah, they were doing this or they were doing that, because we've had a situation like that recently.
Exactly. I think overall the whole situation was just very weird.
Yeah, that is crazy,
right?
Though.
Like, it just like, it's
crazy.
Like,
yeah, especially because like it was like he said like, oh, he was following me around, but then it's like you saying he has a necklace shows that. I mean, it's kind of like guessing that like he. Hypocritical. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, and like you're saying that he would know who you are if he has a necklace, because obviously like hello.
But at Countdown at that rave, he literally told my now boyfriend that he didn't know anything about me, but he literally would like, we talked in high school, and he literally tried like being friends with one of my closest friends in high school. Like, would DM
so it's a repetitive thing.
Like, he would DM her being like, oh, like we should hang out, and my friend would be like, you go to a different high school, why would we hang out?
Yeah, I get that.
And it's like, you're not gonna be hanging out with my friends.
Ooh.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I feel like the whole friend thing is always a very like sticky thing. Like, it's always easy to get very like hurt, or like not hurt, but like don't mess with my friends.
Exactly.
Like, you know
especially because they had very to little, like no interaction.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was very weird how like he was DMing my friend like, oh, we should hang out, blah blah, and I'd be like, that just doesn't make any sense because like you guys barely know each other.
Yeah, I see that.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this whole thing came full circle, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, that really shows. That's
trying
like
to make me look like a fan.
Not the fan. We love a fan narrative. But okay, wow. So are you gonna like talk to him or anything?
No, I mean, if I see him, I'll probably will press him.
Yeah.
Could be like, oh, like it's been like 3 years, babe. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like there's no need for you to still like bring me up. I mean, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I would tell him like, I don't talk about you, so there's no need for me to talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I feel like it's not the worst thing, but then when I'm thinking about it, if like that's your ex that you've had an intense past with, that you just found out he was talking about you a couple months ago, saying he had no idea who you were, when you know damn well that we've dated for this long, we knew each other since high school, and you have my best friend's necklace on.
Yeah.
So it's like I can see what you're saying.
It's like catching up kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. But this whole thing led to like an argument with me and my boyfriend because I was telling him I was already kind of stressed out with him because he went to Las Vegas, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
He went to Las Vegas and he went for camp for cheer. So it's just like,
yeah, we had a little bit of a conversation. We had a kiki about this earlier, and respectfully, like, if there's one place that I'm nervous for my boyfriend to go to, it's cheer camp.
Yeah.
Like, literally, isn't that where like everyone fucks in the back rooms? Like, isn't that where like you like drink in the dorms with your friends at night and then you all fuck in an orgy? Like, that's what I got. That's what maybe that's my porn hub. What is it? My porn hub search history. No, I'm kidding. But like
my men.com search.
Like, I'm just saying, like, let's be so fucking for real. Like, Bleach and Joan. So when he told me, he's like, yeah, bitch, like my boyfriend's in Vegas. I was like, and he's like, no, bitch, don't worry. He's at a cheer camp. Like double fucking hit. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No.
But he's sweet, he's loyal,
Yeah.
he's nice. So there's nothing to worry about specifically.
Yeah.
But your insecurities came out.
Like, I've never been like too like, oh, like I bitch, you know how chill I am. I
Yeah.
really don't care. But
Yeah.
I don't know what like happened to me where I got like super insecure.
He literally
And-
came to my house. He's like, Pablo, I was in my Pablo era. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, I was insecure. Like, fuck off. Like,
like get the fuck out of here.
No, but I was like, okay, yeah, no, I see that.
And then
Ugh,
like
I'd be insecure
obviously
too.
just that whole thing with like him being there. We talked about it. I can see that he does love me and everything. I'm like, and it's
I
just
feel like
my
we're on Love
insecurities.
Island. Wait,
Exactly.
what do you mean it's just your insecurity? But what were you insecure about? Like, I don't think.
Bitch, it's like his room had two straight guys. But let's if you're doing cheer, let's be for real.
No,
I'm
no,
just kidding. I'm not being,
but yes, well, yes,
well, yes,
but no.
and then one twink. But it doesn't. I feel like in my
Never
head, it's
trust
like,
the twinks.
exactly. In my head, I was like, gays love messing a relationship. They don't need to like.
Yeah, like unfortunately, like, well, I feel like here. Let's be real here. When I was in my hoe slut era, like oh my gosh, like if somebody told me they had like a boyfriend, I'm like,
Yeah.
like what? Like what do you tell? Like at a club, you're telling me you have a boyfriend. Like okay, let's make out. No, I'm kidding. But like if I don't know them at all, and then guys, that sounds so crazy. That sounds like home wrecky, but it's not. But it is. It's like but that's like the gay culture sometimes. Like you just don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
and it's not the best thing ever, but it's like also like everyone's in an open relationship. Like not me, not you, but like a lot of people are in an open relationship and it's very normal out here. So when somebody says, I remember that guy, we literally went to dinner one time, like over like 8 months ago, but we went to dinner and there was a guy there and literally we were sitting at a table and there was a table right next to us and he would sit at this table, talk to this guy with this big ass dog, and then he'd come to us and be like, oh, Oscar, let me get in your pants. And then he'd go to this guy with the big ass dog and like kiss the dog and be like, oh, Gucci Goo. I'm like, whose fucking dog is that? Come to see, that is his boyfriend sitting right next to us. And he literally is going back and forth. So it's like, what I'm not saying it in the home wrecky way. I'm saying it in the way of open relationships. Like there's so many of it. And you can tell like somebody like, well, there's people with great morals out there, like so not every gay out there, but there's a lot like in the gay scene, like unfortunately you'll be like they don't care, like they don't give a fuck, and like that it's hard and it sucks, but it's true. So I understood where your insecurity was coming out. Oh my gosh, did I sound like home wrecky there? Because I was just trying to be like relatable.
No, I mean it's real. Like I think again, like that just goes to show how like gays just don't have no empathy for.
Oh, got it.
Wow.
No, but it shows that like in the gay culture, in the party culture, unfortunately,
in the
there is
culture,
a very blurry line between open relationships and not.
We exist in the context of
in which you were created. So I feel like I'm serious. Like I'm okay, and I don't get in between. Actually, guys, one time, literally, like this bride at weho started twerking on me and then kissed me. I remember. And I was like, girl, what the fuck? And she's like, hi, don't worry, you're gay. And I was like, I'm bi. She's like, what? You're bi? I just cheated on my husband. I'm like, oh my gosh. Wait, am I talking so much? Sorry.
the bride right now is like,
the bride, like, in like,
the husband is like,
she's like, oh god. No, guys, but like, I'm in a gay relationship, so I'm gay. Well, yes.
No, yeah, but I talked to when I talked to him the first night that he was there, he made it very clear that we were in a relationship, and although could have like helped me in my case, I was like, bitch, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't care. We got into an argument, but then I started seeing how stressed out he was because he started crying, and I was like, damn, like I really dragged it from my insecurities, and that's just something that I have to work on, and I have to like push through. And then coincidentally, like a few hours later, we fought about my ex and the whole situation. And I told him, I was like, I low-key don't want to talk about that whole situation anymore just because he's in the past and I don't give a fuck. And he wanted to talk about it. But I know how when I get mad, I start saying shit that I don't want to say.
Yeah, real as fuck.
And I start snapping and I start saying shit like, okay, I don't want to ever fucking talk to you. Shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were saying that to him?
No, I was just mad. I was so like frustrated. So I was like, it's fine. Like, let's just not talk. Like, I'm going to hang up. And I hung up. And then, like, I felt so bad because he called me an hour later and his, like, eyes were, like, puffy red. And I was like,
aww.
And that's when I realized that I was stressing him out all throughout cheer camp.
You were?
When he was supposed to have, like, fun, you know what I mean? So that was just a very, like...
Were you guys texting a lot?
Yeah, we were texting a lot. Like, as much as he could.
Yeah.
So I felt bad because also, like, when I'm at work, I struggle to text back. Yeah. But he still understands.
Yeah,
it's just more so like a me problem that I have to work on.
I think it's an everybody problem. Like being insecure is so normal, especially in a relationship. And I feel like, especially because you're just getting into the relationship, like there's only going to be like 100 more of these situations, and every time you're going to get like better at handling it. And especially like, it's so stupid and dramatic to say, but like, this is your first like top relationship. Like,
Yeah.
the dynamics are different, the dominance is different, and you have to like, your whole life, like, you've kind of just been yourself, which is amazing, but like, you've been more like flowy or whatever. And like, now, like, subconsciously, depending on how you view a relationship, but society wise, like, you are now like the man in the relationship,
Yeah.
So it's very easy to stress out now, this the more like submissive person.
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful with what you say, how you say it. And then also, it's like, there is going to be this level of hypocrisy that almost becomes like normalized, you like because you need to understand that, like, the way you can make somebody feel with your outwarded like dominance is just very degrading.
Yeah.
And like, you could tell like your boyfriend's more submissive and like
Yeah.
sweet with you, and it hurts to see them cry,
Yeah.
obviously. So it's just like a little bit more of like a gentle vibe, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
more so than maybe you, as the more submissive person in the relationship, would treat like a dominant person. Like, I'm sure you've screamed and yelled and cussed at like
Yeah.
a more like top guy before and been like, fuck you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but then doing it to somebody who's like loves you from like down beneath, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, it's sad.
And it's sad.
Like, I know what you mean, because like, that's
And
how
I
Lewis
literally
is.
have never felt more sad in my life, because just seeing someone that you like love is just like cry, and it's like,
Especially because of you. And like, I've been there, bitch. Like, you saying like, oh, like, cheer camp like was ruined because of me, bitch. I've ruined the birthdays, I've ruined the fucking, no, I'm kidding.
I ruined the weho trip.
No, like, I don't give a fuck, everything off the table, bitch. No, I'm kidding. But like, I know exactly what you mean by that. Like,
Yeah.
it's very like, don't beat yourself up about it too much, because I'm sure also like, he was like, fuck, like, I'm in a brand new relationship trying to make this work, and then of course I have camp this week, like, fuck, like, this is so drama, so much chaos. And then, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys got through
And
it.
I'd even tell you, like, this is like, I don't. This is another thing that could have secured me just being secured, but it didn't. Like, I had told him about like a Puerto Vallarta, which guys will get to that.
Oh, yeah. Oscar wants to go to Puerto Vallarta for his birthday.
We are going. The Airbnb is already booked.
This is how every conversation goes between us.
I'm like, it has. No, and I literally told him, and he was like, "Oh, I don't have my passport, but I'll apply for one. Hopefully, I get it in time." He applied for a passport, and I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh," because like,
why'd you feel bad?
No, because that literally like a week later we had like all these arguments. It was just like,
oh, yeah. Well, the thing is like, in an actual committed relationship, you can't compare time like that. Like, you can't be like, oh my gosh, she just did this last week, and now we're doing this, and I feel so bad. Like, it's more so like every day is gonna be something new,
Yeah.
and like every day something new is gonna come up, and you just kind of like figure it out more and love more, or whatever that means.
You know what they say? One dream, one team.
Wait, what? Do they say that?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, one dream tag team. Hey, let's go. No, but okay. So that whole thing happened. You were like insecure that he was gonna like hook up with somebody or do something like that, and he obviously assured you he didn't. So you guys got through that, and that's good, because you guys are dating.
Yeah, like, we're dating.
Yeah, it's, you have to always be very clear with a gay relationship. We're dating. Okay, cool. Next week, we're dating, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're still
Like,
dating.
we're still together, right?
We're together. This is commitment, right? Yeah. Okay.
Like,
and
those conversations, like, we're still boyfriends, right? And
okay. Like, you're like fucking. You're like, I'm the only one you're fucking, right? You're like,
no, wait, that was too real.
I know that was a little too real, but yeah. So it becomes like a process, and I see that. Oh my gosh, relationship eras. We're happy. We're in love. Okay, move on. What else do we have to talk about? Oh, I know what I could talk about.
What do you have to talk about?
It's nothing bad, but I feel like, wait, why are you laughing?
I don't know, I'm just smiling.
This is tea right here.
It's like
about my TikTok. Did you see my recent TikTok?
Oh yeah.
Did I ever tell you about that?
I remember you mentioned to me like one time where we were like outside in my car, like slightly, but you were like, I don't want to get into that. And I was like,
oh my gosh, yeah, that was like, a lot of things crazy happened to me, and a lot of bad crazy things have happened to me, like sexually, whatever. But like, this one was just really like, are we being so fucking for real? Like, do I have a sign on my forehead that literally says, take advantage of me, fuck me, like, but you know what I mean?
Weird.
And like, I don't know, I've had so many situations happen like this to me before, and I'm like, am I over sexualizing myself? Like, and that's why I included it in the beginning of the TikTok, because I don't know if I'm wrong. Like, I'm not. I know I'm not. But like, okay, so basically what happened is, one day I was at the gym and I wanted to like go shopping. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Zara. I never go shopping, you know that. I never spend on myself. But I was like, I want to see if there's anything cool there. I go to Zara, make it a whole moment for myself. I text my boyfriend. I'm like, this is so fun, yada yada. Go into Zara, and I'm wearing my gym clothes, which is like a wife pleaser. I think that's what we should probably be calling them, like a tank top and some sweatpants. I walk into Zara, and I immediately see like this older man from like across the store, and he like gives me a look, and I was like, whatever. I just start shopping. I do my big one. I find a lot of good stuff. Also, guys, if I talk about this very casually to you as well and very bluntly, I've processed this for 2 months. I've had a whole thing. I
Yeah.
talked to my therapist. Like, it's been a whole fucking thing. So it's like I talk about it more now, like with ease. But just understand, I would have talked about this 2 months ago if like this wasn't an actual thing. So I hope you
Yeah.
guys don't think I'm like glamorizing it or like desensitizing it, because it's definitely intense and
Yeah.
very triggering. But yeah, so I walk and I'm just getting a bunch of clothes, and then I see this man continue like just staring at me, like nothing too crazy, but just kind of being like
Yeah.
just stuff like that. And I feel like like if a guy's doing that to you, like you can kind of after a certain
Yeah.
point kind of understand what's going on. But I didn't know. So at one point I grabbed something that's near him, and I see this guy physically like assault me with his eyes, like literally just
Yeah, I
like
know exactly what you're talking about when they look at you like that.
just look and then like stare right here. And I'm not gonna lie, like the only sensation this whole story gives me is like a weird sensation right here, because I remember how like
Yeah.
almost like triggering and pinpointing it was when he just
Yeah.
stared at my like stomach area, because I was wearing like a tight shirt with like how
Yeah.
like that looks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
it made me feel like icky,
Yeah.
So I just like walked away. I did not think this could get any worse, bitch. Like literally there was not an ounce of me that was like this could get any worse. I'm in Zara.
Yeah.
I'm in a nice establishment
Yeah.
at a nice facility. There is no fucking way.
Yeah.
So I walked to the dressing room, and if there's nobody checking me in at the dressing room, better for fucking me.
Exactly.
Because because it's like I can
steal.
like I could steal. Like literally, it's like, oh, I could like, or I could just, I don't know, like I don't have to wait in line. I don't have to wait for someone to unlock it. Like, so when nobody was there, I was like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
But there was like this dark thought in the back of my head that was like, what the fuck did I just enter? Because it was like kind of in the back of the store.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I go into a little curtain by myself. And bitch, as I'm talking about it, like this is really like a horror story. Like this is really like horror. Like like, and I'm a guy, so maybe it doesn't seem as crazy, but like if this was a girl, like
Yeah.
let's be for real, or if this was a younger boy, like this could have been so much, I don't want to say worse for like the girl, is it's just as bad for boy and girl, but especially somebody younger, somebody more
Yeah.
vulnerable, like hello. So sorry, I'm getting to the front of the story. But I walk into the dressing room, close the curtain, I start trying on all this clothes, and as I'm trying it on, sorry, I have an OnlyFans, sorry. Like I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I look good in these underwear. Like, sorry, like let me take pictures, like quick pictures, like literally just like wall posts, like nothingness, like literally just me in the mirror with my underwear as I'm changing and trying stuff on. But before I got to that point when I was just trying stuff on, I heard like noise, like, and I was like, oh, somebody's coming in. I just did not even think. I did not even put two to two together at all. As I'm changing, as I'm like literally taking these pictures, I feel like I'm literally being watched.
Yeah.
I feel it so deep in me. I don't even know what it was, but I think it was like I thought I was just doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Even though a dressing room is to dress, yeah, maybe I shouldn't take a fucking selfie in there, but like, kill me, sue me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like feeling like I'm being watched. So I kind of like look to my left to see like the curtain, and I literally realized these curtains are see-through. Not, I don't want to be dramatic and be like they're glass see-through, but they are like fabric of like that plasticky fabric that's like woven to where there's like holes like everywhere between
I
like
know exactly what
the
you're talking
seams
about.
of everything, So it's
I've
like
been to one Zara like that. It's
okay,
exactly like that.
yeah. So you can like see figures, you can see like
a shadow.
you can see a shadow, like very especially. But I wasn't looking long, so I don't even know specifically what you could see. But you could see a person, you could see what they look like. It's still covered, but not that fucking much. So I'm like, I feel like I'm being, and then I see like a figure like in the literal dressing room in front of me, and then I'm like, wait, oh my fucking god, like, is there like, I don't know, I just got to the worst of it. Sorry, I just got like scared when somebody texted me. I don't know why I thought he texted me or something. I don't know. Like I just got like really scared. But I just see his figure, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I go to peek out of the curtain just for a second. I still didn't think there was much going on.
Yeah.
And I didn't even specifically know if it was him or not. I just thought, I don't know. So I like peeked out for a second, and I see through his curtain as well, he's filming me or taking pictures or doing something. And you might be like, oh, well, it's just a figure. It's not that bad. Why I was worried a little bit was because there were mirrors in the dressing room on all three sides. And I wasn't like fucking going in the curtains and like closing it all the way to the end and like making sure like everything is like perfectly like intact, So I feel like, I don't know how close he got, but I feel like he must have gotten pictures of something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, pictures of something. And I just freaked out and I just was like, holy fuck, like this is actually happening right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm being followed, I think, and I'm being getting like someone's taking pictures of me right now, and I'm actually kind of fucking scared. So I just start to get all my stuff, and at this point, guys, remember, I'm in my underwear. Like literally, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I was like taking pictures and stuff. Not I that's so dramatic. I took like 3 pictures, like literally, but I will find every way to like somehow blame it on me. What is going on? Why is the government texting me? Sorry. Like somehow I'll blame it on myself, but I know it's not my fault. And so like
No, because you can do whatever you want inside of a changing room.
Yes, and that's true. Yes, that's 100% true. So it's like I immediately freak out. I don't get too panicked, but I get to a point where like I'm getting out of here. I don't know what's going on. He obviously was trying to film me. I saw right when I looked, he like moved his camera. Now he has a picture of my face. I don't know where he's gone. Not like I'm like the most insecure person in like shorts or in a shirt, but like don't fucking take pictures of me. And then guys, this is when it got really bad. And this is like when it got like really fucking bad. Basically I was putting my stuff back on like in a very quick manner, and I just hear the fucking curtain rip open, bitch. And I turn around mortified, and he is butt naked in the dressing room. But Oscar, wearing nothing, not socks, nothing. I don't pleasing himself to the idea of me, to whatever he's getting of me. I don't know. He opens up my curtain as I'm changing and literally looks at me and says, "Suck my dick." Like, come on, suck my dick. Come on, suck my dick. Like that. Like he said it like 3 times. And I was like, I literally was like, what the fuck? And I like started shaking, obviously. Yeah. And maybe I should have been a fucking man and knocked him out in the fucking face. But I have trauma. Sue me. I have trauma. Yeah. And I don't know how to fucking deal with situations like that. And I was like, what? Now I'm getting emotional. Wait. I was like, what? And he was like, and then I like pushed him out or something. And then I don't know. And then I quickly started getting myself back up. And then he opened it again and like grabbed me very like aggressively and weirdly, just like try to. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I pushed him and just grabbed. I left everything in the dresser. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want it to make it. I don't want to make it seem like anything more than it was or anything less than it was. I was not like, get away. Like it was very like, come on. And I was like, what the fuck? And I just closed it on him. And then it was him opening it again and like touching me and then being so like weird. Being like, come on. And then me being like, what the just like pushing my shoulder, what the fuck? And like getting my stuff, or I didn't really have any stuff. I just left everything there and just like walked right out. And this man, you guys, I was walking out of the dressing room. I don't know what he thought, or I don't know why he didn't care at all, but he immediately just, I was walking out of Zara. I was walking out with panic, I feel like very obviously, but I wasn't like, help me. You know, I was like, what the fuck, super like discombobulated, just like walking out like, what the fuck? And I was like pacing like fast. And I want to say this clearly again, because I did say in my TikTok, I was like, I ran out. I was obviously running, like walking out with panic, but I wasn't like zoom, like, you know what I mean? Like making anything obvious. So I like walked out very like, obviously like with like some kind of like just upsetness. And I walk out, and by the time I'm outside and I'm literally standing in this plaza looking at all these like major stores and people, and as I literally just got sexually harassed, like the last thing I knew was like what to do. And the last thing I wanted to do was like go to my car, because I thought I don't know, I was just freaked out. So I start walking into Target, which is immediately across from Zara, and I'm walking out. And as I'm walking out, this man is walking out of Zara looking for me. And I see him walking out, going towards me very fast. And I'm like, there's just no way this is happening to me right now. And guys, also, I can't believe this is also happening. Like, talking about, like, there's a lot of things that happen in my life that I just pushed under the rug. And I'm like, whatever. But I think since I talked about it in therapy today, I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, this was really intense. And I was going to tell you about it. I was going to tell Jordy about it. I was going to tell everyone, but I didn't want to tell anyone. I was like, what? Because what, like, I know I could tell you guys literally anything, but it's like, then what? Like, I'm just there and you guys all know. And now, like, I know that I'm dealing with my own stuff, like, that why I couldn't react in the ways I wanted to react. But now I don't, like, I want to tell other people that I couldn't. Like, you know, like, why wasn't the police there? Why didn't I punch him? Why didn't I, like, you know, like, I don't know. And that's why I was so upset by it, because I was like, fuck, like, here I am, like traumatized by my past. Like again, like same shit. Like I can't
But
fucking.
even then, like it's rightfully like it's so like I feel like it's again you have trauma, so like you shouldn't have expected anything from yourself. Like if that's just like your response, your body literally responds to that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So like it was out of your control. Like
yeah,
and plus that shit's like weird as fuck. Like
yeah,
like if anyone were to happen to that, like I feel like no one would know what to do.
yeah.
Like no one knows how to react to a fucking ugly ass like old pet like just standing there and doing that weird shit. Like I think that shit's so fucking weird. Like I literally saw like a video earlier today with like this girl who like ran out of a 7-Eleven because like this guy literally nutted on her leg, and then
Ew,
the girl literally chased after the guy and was like, "You fucking nutted me," and she started crying. And I was like, I felt so bad. I
that's
was like, "Yo, because
crazy.
that's so fucking sick." I like literally that shit makes me so fucking icked out. I'm like,
Hmm.
how the like this is such a disgusting world, and like people that do that shit is fucking weird.
Yeah, and like, it. Yeah. So, anyways, I went to Target. The man started following me in there, and as I'm walking in, he's getting up behind me, and he's being like, come on, man, just get in the fucking dressing room. Come on, let's get in the dressing room. Let's go to my hotel. Come on," trying to give me like a card or something, and I'm like, "Fuck off!" And he's like, "Come on," and he's like, "Let's do." He's like, "Or let's go in an let's go in an aisle. Let's go in an alley, or like literally an aisle in Target." He's like, "Let's go into an aisle that nobody's there." I'm like, what the fuck? And I tell him something like leave me alone. I'm gonna like call the cops or
Yeah.
something like that. And then this is when he just decided that it's the best idea to grab me by my arm, chase after me, grab me by my arm, pull me, be like, "Come on, let's fucking go." And that's when I lost it. I fucking screamed out loud. I feel like I embarrassed myself. Not that I didn't, but I feel like I did because there was a lot of people there, and I was just like, "Fuck off, leave me alone!" Like you fucking create like you know. And I pushed
Yeah.
him. People started looking, and then he went away. And I was like, fuck. I didn't want to leave Target after for like 20 minutes because I was like, where is he? I don't know. I didn't think this guy was gonna kill me. I just thought the guy like I was in
Because
lockdown.
you
I
never know
was
someone's
off.
intentions, like
Yeah, I
especially when they
was
do shit
just
like that.
off. I didn't know if he knew me from my OF, if he knew me from
Yeah.
TikTok, if he was just a random guy on the street, if I walked in being too sexual, if I didn't know. Every single thing was running through my head, you know? And I was like, well, fuck me. And so I waited like 20 minutes, I'm like trying to like just sit in like a random aisle in Target. And like 5 minutes later, I see this man literally still walking around, like looking for me, like in this fucking store, like just walking around. So I walked out, charged out. I know he tried following after me. I told the cashier, I said, please don't let that man follow me. I just walked. I didn't say anything, and I just walked away. And it was like also embarrassing because it was like young cashiers, and I was like, here I go looking like a fucking pussy, but I'm not. But it was just, whatever.
Yeah.
And I left, ran to my car. Literally never went to my car so fast. Went to my car, cried for like literally an hour. But like I was just crying because I was just confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was really, and I thought I did something wrong. I was scared to tell my boyfriend. I knew like, you know, obviously I could tell my friends, but I was gonna see my boyfriend that night. I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to act happy, so I knew the best thing for my emotional well being was just to talk to him about it. And he was the best and so understanding about it. But like fuck,
That shit
like
is
what
so
the
fucking
fuck?
yeah.
And I remember like I was even gonna talk about it like 3 weeks ago on the podcast, just because I feel like the issue is here. You don't have to care about me. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm good. But what if it was a girl? Then
Yeah.
what? If a guy opens up a girl's curtain with no clothes on, pleasuring himself to her, and grabs her,
Yeah, like
that guy would be in jail. And I don't know what I can still do about it. I don't really know. I don't know what I should. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want to. I want to think about it, but not too much because I'm gonna like send myself in a spiral that like I should have done something. But yeah, like or even worse, it's a younger kid. It's a boy
yeah.
that just goes in
Ew,
there and his mom lets him
that's
go in
so
there.
fucking
That
sick.
happens. Guys, there's nobody there, and I'm not the one to fucking be caring to be like, there should be people at the dressing rooms, but maybe there should, especially in an area like downtown LA
It's
where
yeah,
you don't know who's
exactly.
walking in and out. Also, maybe you don't have the curtains be completely see through. Not completely. Don't
But
have
they
them be
are
see
pretty see
through.
through,
You
yeah.
could just see figures through them. That's not a vibe.
Yeah.
Like you could see like oh girl's butt, like tits, like maybe like you could see
Yeah.
like shit. So it's like let's be so for real. And then yeah, I deleted the pictures that I was like thought like I looked cute in because I could never think about that day again. That was such a traumatizing day.
Yeah, it's like
Woo! And I was having such a good day before that. I remember I was on such a roll. That was the day, bitch, that I posted the we're gay best friends. It was that day.
really?
Yeah, it was that day. It was the day I posted it. Not that we filmed it, the day I posted it. It was that day because I posted it before I went to work. I had the best day ever, and then that happened, and then I kind of just was like, let's not say.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Dude,
but
that's so fucking. Like
yeah,
I was literally thinking about this the other day because like right before the podcast, the party that we threw,
yeah,
I went to H&M to buy like clothes, and their like curtains are so like, and they literally the curtains don't close fully
yeah. I
too.
know that's the problem. Like,
And I'm like, I'm butt ass naked.
and then especially a lot of these things have like a three-way mirror, you know,
Exactly.
and then it's like that crack, the person on the other end can now see through that crack. And
Exactly.
also in Zara there were mirrors all throughout the dressing room, so you could see other dressing rooms through the mirror across from you. Like,
Yeah.
it was just too much. Like, and yeah, so I'm okay, and I hope I don't seem like pig to talk about
I'm
it.
sorry that happened to
Wait,
you,
no, it's
Penny.
fine.
No, I mean that's fucking weird. Like that shit's fucking disgusting, and like
Yeah,
people like this. It just goes to show how people are fucking weird in this world, and they don't know how to fucking handle themselves, and they're fucking pedophiles.
no, for real. And I think also why I was really upset with myself, which I know I shouldn't be, is because I've gone myself into a lot of bad situations. We've talked about some of them on here, grinder hookups, whatever it may be. This one was involuntary, you know.
Yeah.
The other ones were traumatic, but I had some no level of responsibility to the extreme. But I had that comfort of like, okay, bitch, what you did, like, you know, you showed up to a random person's hotel at 3 a.m. on fucking popper, like, you know, like, not like that, but like, I'm just trying to use humor. I'm sorry, but like, yeah. So I felt like this one was very like, fuck. It sucked because I was just trying to have a good day.
Yeah.
Fuck, like, you know.
Yeah.
And that was the lore
Oh
of that. I'm
God.
sorry if we triggered anybody.
No, I mean I feel like if anything, it's bringing awareness because I feel like
I don't know what
there
it's
is.
bringing awareness to, though.
No,
And
I
that's
feel
my
like
issue with
no, because
talking
I
about
feel
it.
like honestly, like there's probably other people that are going through this.
Yeah, somebody. Oh, oh my gosh, that scared me. Well, we can wait. Let's turn it off and then start it again.
Restart.
Okay. We have 5%, so we're just gonna keep going until it dies. But yeah, no, I was saying like, I feel like it brings awareness to the idea because a lot of people, not a lot, I mean, a couple of people on my TikTok did say like, oh, this happened to me at that same Zara. And I was like, wait, maybe it's like this is the issue. Like, this
Yeah.
Zara is an issue. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll see. I don't know. I posted about it. I just want to, I don't know. I just kind of want people to know, one, like, if you're older and you get put into another traumatic sexual situation, it's okay to shut down, and maybe saying it so that you don't shut down, you know?
Yeah.
And then for like the dressing rooms, parents, don't let your kids go by themselves, especially in downtown LA.
Yeah.
And girls, be careful. Guys, too. Everyone, be
I feel
careful.
like this definitely happens to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
So like you just talking about it, it's like okay, I'm not alone. You know,
Yeah.
like I can actually talk to my therapist about it.
Yeah.
Like you said that you talked to your therapist, so for them they could be like, oh, like since he was like able to talk to his therapist, I'm able to open up.
Yeah.
So it's bringing awareness, you know.
Yeah,
Which is,
exactly.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so as well. Let's talk about this weekend for us, or what we have coming up
Well,
while our thing dies.
yeah. What are you doing on Friday?
Oh, well, tomorrow I have a party. Wait, guys, let me like remember it.
Or should I go back to? Or should I start first?
Yeah, you start first. You start
Okay.
first.
So Friday, I'm probably gonna like stay home just because I don't want to go out on Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday because I'm fully off the entire day. Maybe I'll go out because I haven't gone out. In so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll do something. But low key, I do want to start saving up money because Puerto Vallarta is my dream place that I've always wanted to go.
Yes.
It's so pretty.
Yes.
Guys, literally like the Airbnb, it's like the Airbnb, 2 houses, the beach.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The Airbnb has a pool.
Yeah.
Literally, we walk down the street, the strip club, like the WeHo of Puerto Vallarta.
That's crazy.
So I want to like save as much money as I can, so I can spend as much money as I can.
Yeah, I see that.
And get like drunk as fuck, and
Yeah.
like all my friends are gonna be there. Like all my friends are said they're down. So like
yeah, Oscar's been like planning this for a while now. I feel like he's talked for a while. Like, bitch, I want to go to Puerto Vallarta for my birthday. But recently, it's become an actual thing. Like, he's gotten a villa. He's telling me that he already got my flight and that it's my birthday gift. I'm like, bitch, let me, because for my birthday, I'm gonna go to Puerto, or I want to figure out the way. But I really need to be in Hawaii. I don't know if it's for my birthday, before my birthday. I don't know exactly. But it's giving like going to Hawaii, getting off the plane, going to Mexico, which is I'm down for. But it's something to prepare for.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been like trying to catch you up on. But no, yeah, I see that saving money, because all the little things add up so much. Like, that's what I've noticed so much. Like, you can get like 3 $8 drinks a day, and then you're spending like thousands a month. It's like, fuck, like, that's a lot. That's rent, you know?
Yeah, WeHo. I'm like,
oh yeah, WeHo is crazy.
like,
exactly. No, that's in the past. No, but yeah, I feel like for me this weekend, tomorrow I have a party, which is my friend's Tara's party. She's so iconic. She's so rich. She's so we love her. But she's having a housewarming party for her house, and she's inviting all of her friends, and there's hella influencers on the list. And I told her the other day we went to get drinks, and I was like, bitch, this is the first influencer party I'm actually on the list for. Like, I'm gonna get to pregame at the party, I'm staying after. Like, y'all bitches with 20 million followers, I'll let you in. Like, bitch, I'm already in the house. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And there's like security and everything. So like, I can't wait. And she has like tequila brand sponsoring, so it's open bar everywhere. She has a photo booth, she has like a pool, like jacuzzi, like everything, bitch. And she lives in the hills. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know what to expect, but I don't know. And there's a lot of big ass influencers that like. I already tell you who's on the list.
You sent me the list.
I sent you the list.
Yeah, you were like, shoot, I was like,
oh wait, no, I showed you at one time on the. Yeah, no, because it was like, oh my gosh, bitch, like, why am I on the list with fucking like 25 million girl online? Like, let's be so fucking for real. But it's exciting, and I'm excited to just meet people, brand, connect my brand, give people jewelry. Why not? That's what I'm saying.
Hopefully on Saturday we can like do something because like I feel like we haven't gone out in so long, and like maybe I think we deserve like a little like night out. A little
going out. Yeah, I haven't gone out. The boys that out. Wow. No, I haven't honestly been out in that long, but. Well, we had our little like party, and like we got drunk there, and that was kind of our moment. And then we didn't really have anything much more before that, I feel like.
Yeah, like right before, like we just didn't do anything.
Unless we talked about it on the podcast, and we did. We're like literally, we just forget everything. But I was gonna say, wait, what was I gonna say? Guys,
vote this year. It's very important.
Oh yeah, vote this year. No, I was gonna say something. Oh, on Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to a concert. But it ends at like 10.
Oh, perfect.
So maybe we can like meet after.
Yeah,
or something like that. That'll be fun.
I'm
going to a Jaden concert, you guys. Literally so funny. Little quick story time before the phone dies. One time, my friend Tara, she invited me to a Jaden concert, and she was like, oh, bitch, this isn't just a Jaden concert. This is a Jaden after party. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, what does that mean? And she's like, oh, there's going to be like a red carpet. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck? But wait, I also need to completely say, I was in bed doing nothing, eating, looking crazy. She called me. She's like, Pablo, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. She's like, okay, I'm going to pick you up or come here in 10 minutes. We're going to go to a red carpet. I'm like, hello? Yeah. So literally, we get to the event. It's at a graveyard. Only LA would have a red carpet event, a concert, everything at a graveyard. So we get to a graveyard, and we immediately walk up to this guy with a keyboard. He's like, what are your names? And she's like, oh, this is my name. This is my +1. He's like, okay, get ready for the carpet. There's a full carpet with paparazzi. I see James Charles taking pictures. I see Tana Mojo. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, what is going on? And she's like, Pablo, I don't want to do the red carpet. Like, can we leave? And I was like, bitch, I'm going to do the red fucking carpet. If there's one thing about me, I'm going to get a Getty image. Like, I'm going to be able to get that paparazzi clip. So I was like, can we do it together? And she's like, yeah, okay, perfect. We go up to the red carpet. We take pictures together. It was so iconic. And then they were like, oh, can we get some just of her? And I was like, ew. So I literally had to get to the back of the carpet as, again, those like James Charles was right behind. I remember. I will never forget that. And I was like, okay, yeah, of course, that's her moment. And I just ate her. I was like, yes, girl, like, go off. And then we left. We went inside. Bitch, the only drinks that they had at this fucking event that was at a graveyard was red wine.
Was blood?
No, it was red wine.
Oh my god!
Like, that's all they had. Ew. Like, imagine a bunch of influencers drinking red wine at a fucking graveyard at an influencer event where the singer is singing about like hell and death. And also, to be real, this place in LA, what is it called? There's a specific word. No, there's a specific word that it's called where that is a place where like saints go to do like worshiping.
Club 36 or something, or 23?
Club 20. No, bitch. It's something like along those lines. It's like something, it's something where they do worships and stuff like that. Okay. And like you can look it up online. And like back in the ancient days, there was like people with like masks on in there and like doing crazy shit. Anyways, really scary, really dark energy, but it was a vibe. We met the guy. We had the best time. Tana Mojo was like, was that you guys screaming in the front? And we're like, yeah, like it was iconic. And then that was it. Tana commented on our post. Let's not say I like love her. She's iconic. But yeah, that was my little story about Jaden. Just a quick little story about how I got booted off the red carpet. And then next time I'll tell this story time about how another Jaden party, Megan Fox bumped into me, and I was like, "Who's this bitch?" Like, oh, and then Machine Gun Kelly walked right by, and then they partied like for 20 minutes right next to us. Okay.
Wow,
yay! Thank you guys. Look at us go.
Honestly, this was a good podcast. We talked about a lot.
Yeah, I feel like we actually had like topics to talk about, which is why I went like that. But yeah, this is a very intense podcast. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it wasn't too emotionally damaging or roller coastering for you guys.
I know we're just like sometimes we just be blabbering, but
no, literally my therapy.
This is enough for you guys.
I hope it's like okay. And also, guys, if you hate us,
don't date us.
No, like just don't. Like, let's be friends. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Then let's hate each other together.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Let's start beef online.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
they clip this.
But guys, oh yeah, we need a clipper. So if
Yeah.
anybody ever wants to clip our podcast, please do it. We'll follow you. We'll literally repost all your
Yeah.
videos. Like we'll get you to be the number one.
Yeah, we'll
Like you know what I mean. Like we'll get your account up. So.
we'll bring you to an event or something. We'll
Okay.
date you. Just kidding.
Oscar will date you.
What the?
Oh wait, he's in a relationship now.
If
He
you got
won't
this
date
far, comment ocean emoji. Oh my god! I saw someone commented a turtle. I was like, oh my
you.
god!
Wait, no way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, comment an ocean emoji down below if you're still here. We love you.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, and
comment, subscribe.
and
So for a podcast. And what?
Good night, y'all.
Good night.